Well, here we are again. Well, here I am again. I managed to find a place where I could leave Jack for a couple of hours, just so we could come out and finish off that video for the day. So here we are now. We've actually gone past the Ranger pay station where we have to pay to come into the park, and we're heading down first to Shelly Beach. So sit back and we'll enjoy the drive. Now we're quite a way into the track, about halfway, a little over halfway. And just down here there's a little track that turns off that actually takes you out to West Cape Howe. It's a dedicated four-wheel drive track, not for the faint-hearted. That's the turn off there to the lookout, which we shall have a look at on the way back. Now we've got a shot of the ocean. I'm not sure what that island is out in the middle, Rocky Island or Stone Island. I'll have to find out and I'll put it on the screen here. There's a little car park down here which you can stop at, and there's a little track that you can walk down for a short way. But we'll speed things up and we'll get down into the twisty turny road and down to the beach. Now we're onto the tight section, and you can understand why the signs as you enter say no caravans or long vehicles to head down here. And almost at the bottom there's a very tight U-turn, what they call them, switchback. Here it is. It's just before we get on the beach. I've seen caravans get stuck in here. Now we're getting close to the beach. You can see there's quite a good bit of surf up at the moment. Let's hope there's nobody else down here. Usually it's very quiet midweek, especially in the winter too. So here we are, we're down at the bottom of the hill. The beach just in front of us, camping and parking areas. There's toilets and I think a shower just in the valley there. There's a small building. But this is Shelly Beach. So welcome to Shelly's. Well, here we are at Shelly's. There's Minnie. Here we are at Shelly's. It's the beach. What's left of it? A lot of it's washed away. Up on the top of the hill, that way, is where we fly the RC planes from. But we'll have a bit of a walk down onto the beach. Just got to be careful because every now and again these waves wash up. It's a good parking area here. It actually is. I'm not sure if it's overnight camping or just daytime camping. We're in the no parking zone, but there's nobody here. Normally, as you'll see in here, just here is the main car park and camping area. You can camp inside these little enclosures. Well, you can pitch your tents in here. There's another one just over here. Somewhere in here, in that valley, there's a $3,000 RC glider. Apparently it was launched off the top of the hill up there, did a circle around under its own control and disappeared down in there somewhere. We've flown around it. We have flown around with drones and things, but the canopy is really weird. It stands maybe 2 meters, 2.5 meters tall. So if a plane landed on the top of the canopy, you'd be able to see it. But I think it's landed in the trees, and the wind's blown, the trees have jiggled and shaken, and the plane's fallen through the canopy underneath, so it's not visible from the sky. And it disappeared a few years ago, so it probably won't be any good. Although it's made out of carbon fibre and fiberglass and carbon fibre, so if you found it, you'd probably still be able to reclaim it. But you can see here how much of the beach has been washed away. This is the normal. It's the normal height of the beach, and you can see where it's dropped off down. See it there where it's dropped off from there down to the bottom. But all the sand will be out there, and these waves keep coming in, we'll bring it all back in again. That's some good swell we're getting there. Now we're swinging around to look south, and just over that hill you can see is the southernmost tip of Western Australia. West Cape Howe it's called. Looks like it's going to rain. We better head back to the bus. Right, the next stop, top of the hill. So that's the beach left behind. So here I go, we'll go up the hill. This little track here off to the left is a walking track that takes you to the top of the hill underneath that canopy that I mentioned before. Well, let's hope nothing comes the other way, otherwise it's a tight squeeze. We'll head up here at normal speed, and once we get around the switchback we'll cut a little bit out till we get to the top of the hill. You can see the granite boulders here, that's black granite, very prevalent around here, very hard. Now we've got around the hard bit, we'll speed things up until we get to the turn off on the left at the top of the hill. As we turn onto this second track, this takes us to the lookout for Shelly Beach, and this is where I mentioned earlier we fly the RC controlled model gliders. It's also very popular, it's actually a licensed flying site for hang gliders and parasailers, so sometimes we're a little bit compromised if we come up here to fly and the guys are already flying. The track condition is not too bad today. It's because it's been raining, it's quite hard. Normally it's very loose stones, so if you manage to lose traction you can get the wheel spinning and it's hard to get going again, but it does not too bad today. And there's a nice car parking spot on the top. So here we are. This area is actually a designated paragliding, hang gliding area. Australian Hang Gliding Association, I think it is, has a license for this. But we come out here and we fly our competitions. Oh, we used to. We haven't been flying out here for quite a while. Landing area is just here behind me. Takeoff area. There's 2 takeoffs. There's one just down here. Now there's the Shelly Beach where we just were a few minutes ago. Down the bottom, we were parked in that little parking spot just down there. Because there's the beach. And it goes out to the point. And this is West Cape Howe. And there's sole 4-wheel drive tracks here. And serious 4-wheel drive tracks. And that point just over the hill, not this one here, but just over the top of that little hill, is the the southernmost point of Western Australia. So a bit of infamy. But you can see they got a wooden platform here that they run down and jump off with a kite. And this way I was telling you, it was launched, the glider was launched from here. It flew out and around, all by itself, came in and down through the valley and disappeared below these bushes here. So they know it's in that valley, but they don't know where it is. So if you want to come and try and look for it, help yourself, as they say. And this is the other launch platform. This is the one we normally use because it gives us the best lift for the southeast. So this is the southeast facing. They only used to be this one, and now they've put this extra one for, because if the wind changes a little bit, for the hang gliders. But we'd normally launch off here. We'd have down in the bottom in the trees down there's a little track runs down. We have our first burst, and our second burst would be set up just down the end. So you'd be running a 100-metre course from roughly there across and out turn, and that'd be a 100-metre course, and we do that. Launch from here, you fly out, you get height, so you get 30 seconds to climb out and get your height. You dive in and you do 10 laps. So as you go past the marker, there's a set of sighting markers down there. Someone down there presses the button and you get a beep. You turn, and then you get the beep out at that end. So you do that 10 times and then you get beep, 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 beep. Means you're out, of course, and then you get a time. So it's called F3F. It's an international standard for glider competitions, world glider competitions. So that's what we do. Down those rain squalls. You just maybe see it just through that gap is where the wind farm is. Runs all the way from down here, back, goes back in towards town. Quite a big swell today. I'd say maybe a 2 metre, 2 and a bit. Oh, even a bit of a rainbow just there. Don't know if it'll show on camera. I shall find out when we do the editing, I suppose. So that's it. This is Shelly's Lookout, and that's Shelly's Beach down there. The other little beach you can see just down there is Dunsky's Beach, but you need to have, like I said, a reasonably good 4-wheel drive to get out there. Like you wouldn't. It's usually quite a nice beach. Good fishing, great fishing spot. Good when the salmon's running. And there's nothing between here and the South Pole. So when it's blowing from the south, it gets quite cold. Right, I think that's about it. Time to go look for my little dog. Hope he's alright. Hope he hasn't killed anybody and eaten them. So I hope you enjoyed the little trip out to Shelly's Beach and Shelly's Lookout. We're going to make it a quick trip back to the bitumen, and we'll see you all next week. Okay, bye for now. Now this is the entry to the four-wheel drive track, and you can see how soft it is with the wheel ruts here. Yep, serious four-wheel drive stuff when it's dry. Back to the post station and down through the old growth forest here. Starting to rain now, so we might say goodbye to you all, and we'll catch you next time. Bye for now, everybody. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe so you get notifications when new videos are put up to see. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.